In How to Become a Straight-A Student, Cal Newport presents a refreshing approach to academic success that challenges traditional ideas about what it takes to earn top grades. He argues that high achievers are not necessarily those who work the longest hours or sacrifice their social lives for their studies, but rather those who employ smart, efficient strategies. Newport provides an actionable blueprint, designed to help students study less but achieve more. His advice is practical, grounded in real student experiences, and backed by a wealth of research. The book starts by debunking the myth that straight-A students are simply born with special talents. Newport emphasizes that anyone can achieve top grades by adopting the right mindset and techniques. The key is to approach studying with deliberate intention and focus, rather than mindlessly cramming. He stresses that success is not about working harder but about working smarter, using efficient study techniques that maximize learning while minimizing time spent. One of Newport's core principles is that successful students manage their time ruthlessly. They aren't just busy, but rather intentional in how they allocate their hours. He suggests keeping a well-organized calendar to track deadlines and important events, ensuring that no task is ever forgotten. This time management strategy isn't just about planning study sessions, but about creating a balanced routine that includes time for rest, extracurriculars, and socializing, making it easier to avoid burnout. Newport recommends developing a weekly review process to evaluate how your time is being spent and adjust accordingly. Instead of falling into the trap of cramming the night before an exam, Newport advocates for consistent, focused study sessions. He recommends studying in 30 to 60-minute intervals, followed by short breaks, to maintain high levels of concentration. This method, known as the Pomodoro technique, helps prevent mental fatigue and makes it easier to absorb information. The key is to prioritize quality over quantity, studying efficiently rather than attempting to cover every possible detail at the last minute. This approach allows students to make the most out of their limited time. Newport's book also emphasizes the importance of active learning, which he sees as the cornerstone of effective study. Active recall, where students quiz themselves or try to recall key information without looking at notes, has been shown to be far more effective than passive strategies like rereading textbooks or notes. The process of retrieving information from memory strengthens neural connections, making it easier to remember the material when it matters most. He encourages students to create flashcards, practice problems, or engage in discussions with peers to actively test their knowledge. In addition to effective study techniques, Newport highlights the importance of strong note-taking habits. Rather than aimlessly writing down everything the professor says, straight-A students focus on capturing the most important ideas and key concepts. Newport suggests that students organize their notes in a way that makes them easy to review later, whether by using color coding, outlines, or other methods that help differentiate between main points and supporting details. The goal is to create notes that are concise, clear, and actionable when it comes time to review for exams. Newport also advises students to avoid the common pitfall of procrastination. He points out that the most successful students are the ones who start assignments early and consistently make progress over time. He provides strategies for overcoming procrastination, such as breaking large tasks into smaller, manageable pieces and setting deadlines for each part of the task. By taking small steps every day, students avoid the anxiety and stress of last-minute work while ensuring that their assignments are done to the best of their ability. Writing papers is another area where Newport offers practical advice. He encourages students to start the writing process early, giving them ample time to research, outline, write drafts, and revise. Rather than aiming for perfection in the first draft, Newport recommends focusing on simply getting the ideas down on paper. Editing and refining come later. This approach not only reduces stress but also ensures that the final paper is of higher quality since there is more time to improve it. When it comes to exam preparation, Newport stresses the importance of long-term planning. He advises students to begin reviewing several days in advance, not just the night before the test. Instead of passively rereading notes or textbooks, students should engage in active review, quizzing themselves on the material or trying to explain it in their own words. Practicing old exams or sample questions can help students get used to the format of the test and identify areas where they may need more review. The idea is to prepare thoroughly over time so that when exam day arrives, the material is deeply ingrained in memory. The book also discusses the importance of focus and the dangers of distractions. Newport encourages students to create an environment that is free from interruptions, whether that means turning off notifications, using apps that block distracting websites, or finding a quiet place to study. He acknowledges that distractions are an inevitable part of modern life, but he insists that creating a distraction-free environment is crucial for deep, productive work. Newport also emphasizes the value of maintaining a healthy balance between academics and personal life. He stresses that straight-A students don't just work all the time, they also take care of their mental and physical health. Exercise, sleep, and socializing all play an important role in maintaining a healthy mindset. Newport suggests scheduling downtime just as carefully as study time, ensuring that students recharge and remain motivated throughout the semester. By maintaining this balance, students can avoid burnout and stay focused on their long-term goals. Perhaps one of the most important messages Newport conveys is that academic success doesn't require sacrifice. Top students don't need to give up their social lives, hobbies, or personal well-being to excel academically. In fact, Newport argues that maintaining a well-rounded life actually contributes to academic success, as it keeps students motivated and energized. Success, he believes, comes from focusing on what matters most, eliminating distractions, and learning in ways that maximize retention. Another key point Newport makes is about cultivating the right mindset. He encourages students to develop a growth mindset, which means embracing challenges and viewing failures as opportunities to learn. Students who believe they can improve through effort are more likely to persevere through difficult tasks and continue striving for success. Newport suggests that adopting a mindset of curiosity and resilience can be just as important as mastering specific study techniques. Lastly, Newport challenges students to think of academic success not just as the pursuit of grades, but as a process of developing valuable skills and knowledge. Straight-A students, according to Newport, are those who are deeply engaged in their studies and genuinely interested in learning. When students shift their focus from grades to mastery, they find that learning becomes more enjoyable and fulfilling. This shift in mindset, Newport believes, is what truly leads to long-term success, not just in academics but in life. By following the principles in how to become a straight-A student, students can not only improve their grades but also learn how to study efficiently, manage their time effectively, and create a balanced, fulfilling academic experience. Newport's advice is grounded in real-world practices that any student can apply, regardless of their major or level of study. Ultimately, the book is about unlocking the potential for academic success through smart, deliberate effort and a healthy approach to learning.